quick. The enemy's agenda. All right. The enemy's agenda is always to keep black people stupid, dumb, retarded, confounded, low self-esteem. The enemy's agenda is always to keep the black man effeminate and the black woman masculine. Hope y'all can understand that and see this in today's world. All right? So I want to open up with Proverbs 1. I believe it start with 20 right quick. So this is the enemy's agenda, all right? And we got to always counter the enemy's agenda with the understanding of the word of God. Understand that the fight we're in is already fixed. All we got to do is get on the right path and walk down the right road and get on the right battlefield. And his agenda is going to come to naught, okay? But it's more black people that don't understand than do understand. That's why it's more black people that got to die that's going to live, all right? But thank God we in this room, and our goal and our destination is the kingdom of heaven, to live forever, all right? So let's bring that out.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
All right, so when you hear wisdom coming out, there's always going to be uttering, the voice is going to be in the street.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
All right, the chief places of concourse is going to be where there's a lot of action from our people. Come on.
In the openings of the gates.
All right.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones?
How long who?
Ye simple ones.
See, God always called the Israelites simple. All right, we are simple. We are simple. We think simple. We've been destroyed. We think simple. So God said, how long, ye simple? What?
Will ye love simplicity?
How long, you simple ones? How long you going to love the simplicity that you're in? All right? So the enemy's agenda is always to keep us what? Simple. And simplicity. Simps, as in other words, as short for simple. Keep the black man a simp. Keep the black woman a simp. Okay? How long you going to love it, though? We the only people love being simple. Like I was saying yesterday when I was teaching, you know, and shout out to the brothers. We're going out 31 days straight this month, weather permitting. We're going out every day to different neighborhoods in Nashville and teaching to wake the people up, all right, in different surrounding cities and stuff like that. Ain't nobody else doing that, all right? We dedicating our life. We work all day, get off work, and we're going to go what? Try to clear the minds of the people up that's willing to learn, all right? Come on. We ain't talking about come to our vacation Bible school. Who you see them signs every damn summer? Vacation Bible school, then you go there and you making water balloons and they give you a bologna sandwich and some chips. Tell you God loves everybody and then you leave out. You know, we ain't doing that. We're going to the hood, to them, to wake them up. This is what this truth is about. Okay, come on.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
All right, how long we going to love being simple? And what?
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
All right, and a lot of scorners, you know, they delight in scorning us. All right, saying we don't know what we're talking about while they're sitting on their behinds doing nothing, waiting for the next funeral, waiting to read the next obituary, waiting to go visit the next mortuary to view, to identify the body. That's what they're doing. All right, so the enemy's objective and his agenda is to keep the black man effeminate and the woman masculine. Long as things are like that, man, we're going to stay turned upside down. Hope y'all understand that right there. All right? So with us coming back into this truth, into the knowledge of self, into the knowledge of this Bible, we got to be, as men and as women, working to turn things back right side up, right? Because right now everything is upside down, okay? And this is what their fight is. So in their objective, in their agenda, they always going to try to say, you in a hate group, you in a cult, y'all hate white people, y'all do this, y'all do that, to try to keep their agenda upside down, to keep us upside down and keep their agenda right side up. It's just like yesterday, we was in the projects. We was teaching. We ain't said nothing about white people. This little fat red-haired white girl in the projects now, She the only one over there. And she come over there crying to us. Who was walking with me? So nobody don't think I'm lying. It was me and Barack Gabar. This little white girl, she come over there crying, got tears, her face red. She like a bottle of ketchup. But she was red, and she said, why are you guys doing this? We're like, doing what? Y'all are teaching people to hate us. I said, no, we not. We just teaching the history out of the Bible. We can't change the history. If y'all people put chains on our neck, the Bible said, God said he was going to do that to us. That's all we're saying. No. She turned around and walked off. I said, bye then. You know, we ain't out here on no hate campaign. We're going to teach the truth. Because the truth is what? Going to do what? Set us free. John 8:32. This was going to set us free mentally first. In order for us to be set free physically, for Christ to come back and set us free physically, we got to learn the truth, all right, which is his laws, statutes, and commandments. We got to be set free spiritually and mentally first, all right? So let's go from there. All right. All right, go. He said, keep reading down to 23.
Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof.
All right, God said, turn you at his reproof. All right, because this is what we're in now. We in God's reproof, his correction. All right, he's saying, turn. Come on.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
All right, he's pouring out his spirit unto us. Y'all understand that? He's pouring out his understanding, the word of God, his law, statutes, and commandments unto us. Come on.
I will make known my words unto you.
Do y'all hear that? He's making known his words, the true understanding of the scriptures unto us. Okay, come on. That was it?
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's go to Psalms 94 and 16 while we are. So remember the enemy's agenda. We got to counter the enemy's agenda with the word of God. We're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And when I get through this class, you're going to see I ain't lying.
Psalms chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
All right, so the scripture says, who will rise up against the evildoers, the people that are doing evil, the people that are continuing to teach the lies, the people who are continually destroying our community, destroying our family structure. Who's going to rise up? All right, that's a question. You got to ask yourself, what am I going to do to help my nation rise? All right?
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who's going to stand up against the workers of sin? For example, who can give me some examples of standing up against the workers of iniquity? Oh, Mel, I seen your hand. Just give me an example so people understand.
Denying Christian holidays.
Denying Christian holidays. That's standing up. I'm not, speaking of that to y'all, the Pentecost, I forgot to bring it out. It's a high holy day, and the Pentecost, it's a Sabbath, no buying or selling from tonight until Sunday night. And when you do that, you're standing up against the workers of iniquity. They don't put no difference in the days. We do because the Bible tells us to do. So, no buying or selling. You can cook because it's a feast day, but no buying or selling. You should have bought everything you was going to buy yesterday before the sun went down because today is the Sabbath. So it was a double Sabbath, what we call it. Now, if you didn't know that, and you may have to get gas or something like that or some food, just try next time because you didn't know. Now you know when it's a Sabbath day, you can't buy or sell. You want to ask questions, all right? Just don't live every day like it's the same day. The scripture say he has made some days higher than others, okay? And you got to figure out what those days are and how to conduct yourself on those days and what you can do and what you can't do on those days, all right? So keep reading the scriptures.
Psalms chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
All right, because the evildoers' agenda is to keep the black man effeminate and the black woman masculine, all right? Evildoers are drug dealers. When we go out to those projects, when we go out to the streets or wherever we go, we speak up against who? The drug dealers. Evildoers are gangbangers. God has anointed us to preach the gospel. I hope you men understand that. This ain't no damn kiddie camp or a kiddie church. You're going to do something, and that's going out waking up the people. And give me 1 Timothy 1:7 right quick. And the women the same. We are public enemy number one because we are posing a threat not only to America but to the planet. Because the black man, the Israelite man, is not in his rightful place on earth. And they don't never want us to be on our, they know we the best. Why you think they want to keep drugs in your community? Keep you dancing around on rap videos, keep a basketball hoop in the hood, a Nerf football. Come on. Was that it? Spirit of fear?
Okay. 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7.
Come on.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear.
All right, so when we're teaching out there on the street, man, don't worry about what them gangbangers and drug dealers going to do. Don't worry about that. God ain't giving us the spirit of fear when we go out there. So all the men that's in black shirts is going to be soon. You're going to be out there with us. All right? And God don't give us the spirit of fear. They'll tell you, hell, I go sit up and right in the crack alley. Hell, I came from that lifestyle. Hell, we sold drugs all day, and I hung in the crack alley. You know what I mean? And it don't put no fear on me. I know some of y'all be bugged out. They be walking by like zombies, don't they? The Walking Dead, twitching and can out, foaming at the mouth. Let me get $2. Someone be scared as a rubel. They be scared, but hey, you can't be scared of them. Don't be scared. Hey, man, our job is to bring out the word of God. We ain't got no crack for you, but we got a flyer. When you sober up, read it. That's all you can tell them. Come on.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power.
But of what?
Power.
Y'all don't understand what we're doing, man. It's the spirit of power. Another word for power is God.
That's right.
What we're doing, man, that's why things are going. Y'all, if y'all can't see America falling, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all can't see this place falling. Economically, it's falling. Everywhere you go, I never seen so many signs that say, hire now, apply inside. Look on the news. The gas been they hacked. They blaming Russia for everything. Russia and China get blamed for everything. It was some more. They just hacked the beef, the big beef company, the meat company. They hacked that. They hacked the gas. 2-3 weeks ago, everybody went and filled up, went crazy, and emptied out all the gas tanks because somebody hacked it. They hacked my job like 3-4 months ago. So it's going to continue to happen. And America gets frustrated when people playing with their money. It's two things white people understand. And there's money and war. That's what they play with, money and war. We playing around. We playing video games. You know what I'm saying? We playing 2K. We waiting on the next Yo Gotti to come out, the next Megan Thee Stallion video. That's what we waiting on. These folks ain't playing here. They waiting on somebody to mess up their money so they can go to war. Yeah, they playing chess. We playing checkers. Crown me. they playing. Y'all know I ain't lying. They are not playing about their money. All right? And in the meantime, their agenda is to keep us down, but God is delivering us all at the same time. Because when the war pop off, guess what? That's our deliverance right there. How else we going to be free from the white man? You going to pop your little 9mm at him? Your little Draco? I got 100 round, man. This dude got biological chemical warfare. He can put something, nigga, you sneeze. Excuse me for saying the N-word. You sneeze and you die. Hey, they got diseases in mosquitoes. Who remember the West Nile virus? Mosquito bite you, you die. Man, I'm telling you, these folks, the weapons of our, that's why the scriptures say the weapons of our warfare, they can't be carnal. Yeah, the one I'm talking about, COVID. You can sneeze and it's over with. The weapons of our warfare, they're not carnal, y'all, but it's mighty through the pulling down of what? What's some strongholds? What you got, brother OC? What's a stronghold we got to pull down? Say it loud, bro. Christianity. Black people serving the wrong God. And it's a stronghold. You can't tell them that. Not my Jesus. Sure not. First thing popping in their mind, the long-haired white Jesus they've been praying to all their life. Not my Lord. Can't tell me about my God. Yes, I can. He ain't real. All right? So we got to pull down strongholds. What's another stronghold? Gangs. What's it? Gangs, religion. What's some more? Politics, stronghold. What's another one? What you got?
The media.
The media. What you got, Ruwak?
Islam. The Muslim.
That's religion. What you got? You got some more strongholds we got to pull down? Sports. That's a stronghold. We finna get off into that today, too.
Drugs and alcohol.
Drugs and alcohol is a stronghold. That's what's mighty. That's what's defeating our people. Because if the black man mind is right, he wouldn't use the gun to kill one another. And I'm telling you, all these gangbangers, they Christians. All these twerkers, they Christians. We was in the store the other day. I was at the store. Girl pulled up, got out the car, looking funky. Y'all know what I mean. I say funky on. Nasty. Breasts out, camel toe out, everything, stinking. Then I looked, she come out the store, she had a cross on her neck. I said, damn, that's a Christian. And that's how they do. Huh? Yeah, so-called Christian. And that's how they do. A gang member shoot up the whole block, he get killed next week, guess what? Or he been selling dope. Where they had his funeral at? At the Christian church. They all Christian. It ain't clicking in our minds that something is wrong. All right, what you got, brother?
Oh, I was just gonna say, put in like the way economics set up, the economy.
It's a stronghold.
Yeah, that's a stronghold.
Yeah, they keeping us in poverty. We got to work 40 hours a week to give our money right back to them. All right, now go back to the scripture.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoer? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
All right, the workers of iniquity are those who keep us in sin. All right, now, I want to pull up some pictures right quick of the enemy's agenda. It's always to keep the black man effeminized. All right, yeah, give me that one first. Just to show y'all who this is right here. I know I've showed this before. This is a NFL player by the name of Tiki Barber. All right, nigga got on some damn red bottom. Now, no, some red, what you call them boots? Come on, help me out, women. You know what you call? Thigh-high stiletto. Thigh-high stiletto. Effeminization of the black man. This on Good Morning America, too. Look how that black girl back there looking at him. And you got Michael Strahan. He's of the LGBTQ LMNOP community, and he's up there condoning it. Go to another picture. Or Google black men. Look at that. That's on Good Morning America in front of the world. And you watch Good Morning America, when they get a chance to dehumanize and defame the black man and embarrass the black man, they do it every chance they get. But this is the only picture I could find, but they got more pictures. When the black man come on there, especially entertainers, they make them look like a punk, effeminate, weak black man. All right? And these dudes, man, they can bench press, I know, probably 315, 415, 500 pounds, run a 4 flat. This is the biggest, strongest men that's supposed to be on the planet. Because why? They in the NFL. That's some of the biggest, strongest men. Michael Strahan, he was in the NFL. Huh? They was on the same team, New York Giants, wasn't it? Man, ain't no telling what they were doing in the locker room after the game. Damn. Who A-Rod? You got to help me out. Oh, the baseball player, A-Rod, from New York, got men makeup. I'm telling you, their whole agenda in the sports world is to effeminize the black man. And when we got to start to see this stuff, especially as the women, because when we're children, the little boys are children and the women are grown. Even with my family, my mother, the first thing they do to get us out the street is put us in what? In sports. Yeah, Little League, Pee Wee football. They don't care if it's flag football. And they be out there and they support it. Now, understanding that they are grooming them to do this. Not all of them, but the majority. The ones that don't want to do it, they starting to see that they're the Israelites now, too. A lot of them that's not wanting to do it, they're starting to see the agenda of what they're doing. You know, and they use money. As the brother said, which is their stronghold, we got to pull it out. People do anything for money, especially black folk. But you can get this dude out the screen. Now I want you to Google black men in dress. Not in front of everybody because anything might come up. I want you to show it to me first. And then, yeah, thank you. Just Google black men in dress. Oh, you had some more pictures? Or just pull this up right. Yeah, there we go. Pull that one up. This is their agenda. Why would you put this on TV in front of millions of people? And this at the damn Oscars. Come on, another one. Yeah, this dude right here, he claims he a diehard Christian. He going to be responsible for a lot of souls. Tyler Perry. He do comedy as dressing up as a woman, leading the black community, leading her house. Why Tyler Perry couldn't dress up as himself as a man and lead the family like Bill Cosby did? Like James Evans. He didn't dress up like Florida or had to dress up like his grandma. This is the agenda of the media. These Jewish people who understand that they the synagogues of Satan, who own these TV and entertainment outlets, they understand their agenda, and that's to keep the black man in a damn dress and the black woman acting like the damn man, meaning she's all feisty. She's ready to fight at any moment. Y'all seen Atlanta Housewife or Basketball Housewives or these movies, and a lot of Tyler Perry movies. He had that black woman with the big little, I forgot her name, but she always going off and she's ready to fight and she's feisty. And these people are going along with their agenda for money. I used to watch Big Mama. I thought it was funny when they first started doing the plays and stuff. I used to watch it when I was in the Christian church. But when I found out who I was in the Bible, like, oh, hell no, this is wicked. This is crazy. He could have dressed up as a man and got the same point across. But he want to dress up as the woman because it puts in the mind of the people that grandmama is supposed to, she's the breadwinner, she's the backbone of the family, and she is the, give me some more word. Matriarch of the family. Yeah, that's what they do. I didn't know what matriarch mean. I'm telling you now, I'm from the ghetto. I didn't know. The woman in charge of the whole family. Okay, I didn't know that. Now I learned something. See, y'all teach me something. I would have just said that. I know they had a whole word for it, but that's good. All right, come on. Listen. Look at this here. Who is this dude right here? That's Lil Nas X, the one who was on the dirt road with Gar Brooks. He was twerking on Satan. This the same dude. They put this on TV in front of the white man. Look at him. And this dude, man, this is crazy. I want y'all to see their agenda. And nobody condones this behavior more than the black woman, too. I'm going to leave that out. The black woman love this. They love the effeminate black man because the white man gives her power over the black man so long. Now she's following his agenda subconsciously. Don't even know she's following the white man's agenda. We're not telling you. We all got people like this in our family sick. Everybody got, but you still got to love them, but you don't have to condone it. You know what I mean? You come in my house, I know you like that, bruh, but you're not wearing no dress in my house. You're going to put on these slacks. You know what I'm saying? I love you. And they don't need to be too tight. They're too tight. Nope. Go back to the car. Get you something else. You come back in. Turn around. Let me see you. All right. Come on. This their agenda, man. All right, let's play this dude right here. His name Kwame Brown. Who been keeping up with Kwame Brown? I know a lot of brothers have. Y'all know who Kwame Brown is? I know you don't watch the internet, bro. Nothing but your dump truck. I'm telling you, bro. You don't even know who Kwame Brown is. All right, Kwame Brown is an ex-NBA player, all right? And he played back in the 90s or the early 2000s or whatnot. And you got these black entertainers, right, that they started to talk about this man on national TV about his career. And Kwame Brown, he gets angry because Kwame Brown, he came out straight from high school into the NBA. That's how good he was. But he didn't get a lot of times, he didn't get his chance to show how great he was because of different circumstances in his career. But every year he kept getting people was picking him up. But in other words, the brother's a millionaire. But you got these sports commentators on ESPN openly try to shame his career. This man is conscious on a lot of stuff, what's going on. And I want y'all to listen to him talk. He might do some cussing, so I hope y'all hear it all the time. Some of y'all cuss all the time. So he might do a little cussing in here. So if you want to take your kids out the room, I haven't watched this clip, but I watched many of them. And the brother Southern, he do a lot of cussing. So if you want to take your kids out the room, we understand, But come on.
And there's some of you men hear me speak, and it makes your skin crawl. You look at your wife and say, he a bad man, toxic man. Listening to what they told you what a man is. Some of you want to get aggressive. Oh, he talked this. No, I played by the rules of the game. And you talked about my mama's son. And I told you, you don't know what that meant to me. So you want to talk about something that means something to me? So I talked about something that meant something to you. That's why you don't talk with that effeminate tongue to a man, boy.
All right, stop. Y'all have to catch up on the story. You got sports commentators on ESPN. You got, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith. You got Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson. What's the other commentators? Who? No, he didn't get on Shannon. He's talking about basketball. Skip Bayless. That's him. Now, this is who he's talking about. He said, because they came on live TV bringing up his career about what he done and called him a bust. All right, come on.
It is okay to be a man. America don't want you to be a man. That's why they teaching kids, look at what boys are going through in schools. Boys are not even learning. Black boys are reading at a 4th grade reading level. And it ain't because the teachers are bad, it's because they're not even paying teachers a decent enough wage. I'm an athlete. Why'd you pay me so much to entertain? What are you trying to distract the people from?
All right, stop. And I want y'all to notice this brother is saying this stuff and he ain't even in the truth. He don't have the Bible, but he's speaking the truth. And when him doing this right here, he's becoming a public enemy. Because that's what we speak the truth. He's speaking the truth. Did y'all hear? He said, y'all paying me millions, but won't even pay the teachers that's dealing with these kids. Y'all pay me to put a ball through a hoop, millions of dollars. And y'all won't even pay these teachers to deal with these kids and to teach the black man how to read above a 4th grade. I still read like I'm in the 4th grade. Who done heard me read in here and been laughing? Well, I read in front of Bishop. Bishop asked me one day, he said, Benzion, what's your highest level of education? I knew what he was saying. Like, damn, Bishop, hold on. 12, man. I graduated. I ain't good at reading yet. But for real, he's telling the truth. Come on, play it.
And that's what we've been destroyed as a nation of people, because even myself, I fall in that category. Before this truth, you couldn't get me to read. So if you want to learn something, like they say, put it in a book, hide it in a book, we ain't going to read.
No, but I'll rap it to you. I ain't going to read it to you. I'll write a rap, though. I'll write a rap, but I ain't read no book. If it wasn't me to start to read, I want to start, if it wasn't for me being in locked up, and I started reading novels and stuff like that, I wouldn't have never came into this truth, because I wouldn't have never had patience enough to read the Word of God. When I started reading other books, and I'm gonna get the Bible. If I can read them books, I can read the Bible. And I did that right there. It snapped. I said, "Oh man, we these people." I started to understand. I started to comprehend what I was reading. All right, but yeah, let's keep. Come on.
Next generation, why ain't the focus on their education? You would rather teach them about their gender or their identity before you teach them about coding. And which one has proven to make a child more successful? Look up the numbers for what happens when you teach a child coding and what they become. Why don't we have coding teachers in every school and every class around America if this is what makes these kids successful and these kids are our future? Still think I'm crazy? Please explain to me why these teachers are sitting these young boys down in chairs that got all this testosterone and you know they need to run around and move and do interactive learning, but you sit them in the chairs and then you punish them for wanting to get up, especially the black boy that got a little more testosterone. You make this boy sit down all day.
We got one in here like that.
You know what happened?
Yeah, Ruach. Did I say that loud? That's all right. He just full of testosterone. That's all right. It helps you figure out how to deal with him, though.
That's what I was gonna say. And that's what we got to learn, because when we all come in, we sick, you know? So we got to learn to deal with one another because, hey, he's just a young kid.
Yep. Come on.
Happens. See, I have a dog. And anybody that knows that have an animal, and not to say that little boys are wild animal, but we have that thing in us. And so if I don't take my dog out for a walk, you know what's gonna happen probably? If I don't get that energy out, if I don't run her, guarantee she's gonna chew the fuck out of something in that house. So my question is, excuse me, chew the heck out of something in that house.
Thank you.
Now, my question is, why would people who are way smarter than me take the time out and not look up the numbers of what's going on and say, this is how we make a change? We're going to pay teachers the same way that we pay athletes so they can ride around in Maseratis, because kids need to do the wiggle wiggle and they need to have fun while they learning. You need to make school fun. Don't Amazon or Google do the interactive working so guys, men and women feel good about coming to work. But no, you want to pay teachers almost nothing, and then you want to have the kids sitting down all day with all this testosterone. So you're training men not to be men from the beginning. That's why so many men don't know how to be men. That's why so many of them brainwashed, buying shoes.
Y'all hear that?
Now, y'all can say, why now? Why now, Kwame? Well, why would I talk while I'm getting paid by them? Remember, I just said I'm not above the rules. They had their hand in my pocket. I was getting paid. Why would I talk and not be able to help mama so my mama can sprinkle her cooking on the golf course? That's why they not talking. That's why they not saying nothing. That's why they keep giving you these celebrities that they control. Yeah, mama's cooking. They're not giving you no real heroes that's out here in the ground. And any celebrity that talk like I'm talking, I keep getting people telling me, oh, pray for them, be okay for them, y'all watch out for them. So y'all been trained already too. Y'all know better. Ain't that better? Patrice O'Neal. R.I.P.
All right, so stop right there. All right, now give me one more video. This came to my mind with him saying it about the young black boys. Give me Dr. What's his name? Kunjufu. Jawanza. Yeah, there you go. Kunjufu. Yeah, give me that video right there. And this back in the 80s. I love this video. If y'all don't watch this video, it's 1988, and listen to the stuff he's saying and related to today. It's Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu. Go back and watch it. We're going to watch some of it. Skip to, he goes over a lot. I just play it right quick. Let me see where it's at. Hey, he got a book called Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Young Black Boys. That's his name of his book. He got a series of books. I got all of them. And it's a good book. But he's going over the books right now. No, this is not what? From the Outwoods. Okay, keep going. Is this, go back out. No, give me the one right there when he's standing beside his book. Yeah, right there. Encountering the, yeah, that one. And now, all right.
And now, here is Dr.
Fast forward.
Jawanza Kunjufu with his penetrating presentation of countering.
Why do black men lack conspiracy to destroy black boys? You see, contrary to belief at birth, there are more black boys born in the world than there are girls. It's close, but it's 1.03 black boys born in the world to 1.0 black girls. Hear me clearly. At birth, black boys outnumber black girls 1.03 to 1.0. A brief 18 years later, it is now 1.0 available, and that's the key word, available black men, to 1.8 available black women. Almost 2 adult women for every 1 adult man. Now, the only question that should be going through your minds right now is what happened? We keep raising the wrong question. We keep asking, why do black men hang on corners? Why do black men lack direction? Well, if you ask this question, you're asking the question 18 to 30 years too late. It is not a conspiracy to destroy black men. It's a conspiracy to destroy black boys.
Right,
if you destroy them as a boy...
Did y'all hear that? Did that make sense to y'all? It's not a conspiracy to destroy the black men. You destroy them as boys. Why? Push play.
He'll never become a man. Not going to look around the room and tell...
He said because you destroy him as a boy, he never becomes a man. All right, come on.
You know, where are they? If they are not available to black women, where are they? Call the roll. In jail, there are 329,000 brothers in prison right now. 1 of every 4 brothers.
And this is 1988. So crack cocaine ain't even just hit yet. So you can triple that number. You can triple that number. This is 1988 when he's saying this. Crack cocaine came out and hit around this time, but it really got bad through the 90s and all the way up. When they was locking us up, man, you get caught with a little bit of piece like that, you can't even share it. That's how little it was. And they give you, what, 3 years, 8 years for it. I became a victim of it. I'm telling you. And we was going in and out of prison, a rotating door, leaving us not there for the black women that we're supposed to be there for to protect. Watch this.
And then now you look at, hold on a second. Now you look at how they decriminalizing the marijuana.
Yeah.
They locked up everybody for marijuana. Now they decriminalize giving people fines.
I'm mad as hell. You know how much money I done paid these folks for fines and court costs, going to jail 30 days here and there for some marijuana? I just wanted to get high and sell a little bit. Now they talking about it's legal. You can get your vaccine shot in the bag. Now, hey, they got it now. You can get your shot and you can get a bag of weed with it. Already rolled. Pre-rolled. That's bad, man. I'm telling you. That's why it said, who going to stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? That's wicked as hell. All right? Come on.
Go to prison. Where else? Or death. There's numerous ways that we die. There's homicide, suicide, drugs, war, high blood pressure, and the leading killer among black men, lung cancer. Our love for cigarettes, especially cool. Smoke them all day long, die the exact same way. Cool. Where else? We have prison, death. What else to make us unavailable to black women? Yes, homosexuality. As you said earlier, 1 of every 9 men in this country are homosexual.
All right, stop.
Where else?
You can triple that number now. Yeah, you can triple that. All right. This is making us not. This was 1988. We was making ourselves not available for black women, and it's triple now. Come on.
Else? Yes.
Hospitalized, institutionalized.
Okay, so institutionalization, and there's not only in terms of hospitals, but also mental institutions, and of course, when they get released, many times being homeless. There's still one other large popular area. Thimby?
They marry white women.
Okay, interracial marriages.
Stop that. He said they marry who? White women. Don't y'all notice their agenda as well? As you look at TV now, their agenda is to push interracial marriage like none before. And it's always the black woman with the white man. And you don't see too much of TV with the black man holding hands with the white woman. It's now, when I see it, it's always the black woman with the white man. Cause he wants some what you call it? He wants some chocolate in his life. I just put it like that. He wants some berries. He tired of that. I'm trying to keep this PG. He tired of that. He trying to. I'm trying to think of another word let's say determinate. Is that a word? Yeah. Determinate the womb of the black woman by planting his seed in her to what? Depopulate the black race. That's what it's all about. That's one of their agendas, to depopulate the black race, because he know if he put his seed in the black woman, that baby is what? Is white, and will live out his agenda and take on his inheritance, and not Tyrone, the other baby daddy, Leroy. See what I'm saying? So their agenda is to do mixed racing. Give me that. Give me Deuteronomy 7:3 right quick. Just to show y'all, we're not just making stuff up. The Bible tells us to stick with our own people, with the children of Israel. Trust in thy own stock. Give me that after that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
That them is the other nations. We're not supposed to make marriages with them. Come on.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
All right, and thy daughter you ain't supposed to give to his son. Your daughter is not supposed to be marrying the other nations. All right? You're not supposed to do that. Why? Because if you did leave your daughter something, say if you left your daughter a house, a car, some land or something, and she married, and you like, man, this my granddaddy left this to me, I'm going to leave it to my daughter, and now she goes to marry the white man. Guess what now, where your inheritance go? To him. She takes on his last name, your inheritance goes to him. If something happened to her, who gonna get it? Yeah, that's why he said don't do that. One of the reasons, but come on.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
All right, don't let your son marry the white woman.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Why? Because they will. It didn't say it might. They're gonna turn you away from following the one true God of the Bible. All right? Gonna turn you away from following the law, statutes, and commandments. You ain't gonna want to believe you the Israelites and you God-chosen people, and you're not gonna fully believe it if you laying down with Becky. You're not gonna believe that. And she's not gonna believe it neither. All right? So you don't see that too much. You'll always find the black woman. You'll always find the black man who would get rich and go find a white woman and live out his dream. As soon as a black man, he get into the NFL, the NBA, the MB, the baseball, and he becomes rich or he becomes a famous actor, first thing he got to go do is get what? The white woman. He got to go get him a trophy. Little ugly one. Little doggy looking one. But you'll never find the white woman who makes it and she becomes a famous athlete, actress, or whatnot. She don't never go to the hood and find Tyrone or Leroy and take him off. She might go down there and get some dope and get high as hell, but she's not going to make him. She's not going to marry him. But it's the opposite when dealing with black men. They'll make it to the NFL or to the wherever, and the first thing they do is go to the damn trailer park and pick a dog. It's just how we condition to think. Then you'll ride back through the hood with her like you got something. Be all in the nightclub with her. Y'all know I ain't lying. Walking in the nightclub like you got something. She walking right behind you. Come on. She just spending the hell out your money. Come on.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods.
And they're going to learn to serve other gods like Christianity. If you get a Muslim woman or a Chinese Muslim woman, you're going to be serving that rock of Islam. All right? If you get you'll find your little Chinese woman. I don't know how in the hell would somebody want a Chinese woman. I don't mean to talk about these people, but they funny looking. And I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with them. But some dudes do that. They used to call them the Asian persuasion. You think you got something when you get you an Asian. She walking around looking chinky-eyed, and you worshiping Buddha with her now. Not the God of the Bible. That's why God said don't mess with those other nations. Give me that and trust in your own stock. I have to do this too because this is one of the enemy's agenda is to depopulate and emasculate the black man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 20.
What does it say?
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession.
So when you got a fruitful possession, come on.
Through all the field.
Through all the field.
Sow it with thine own seed.
The Bible said you sow it with your own seed. You sow it with your own seed. When you find you a fruitful possession, you find the woman that you want. Say you sow it. Put your seed in that. Come on.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
Trusting in the goodness of your stock. Literally. So, hold on. Because that might want to know something to me in head. Trusting in the what?
Goodness of thy stock.
Your stock. Make sure you trust in you got some good stuff on you, bro. It's coming in, coming out of you. That's what it's telling you. Some of y'all got lower self-esteem. All right? And that's why you go and trust in other things. And you want to put your seed in something else. All right?
So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified.
So let you know it's talking about a man and a woman. It says that thy what?
Thy race.
Your race. Yes, the word race is in the Bible. That you leave, read.
Which thou leavest shall be magnified.
It shall be magnified. All right?
Having the confidence of their good descent.
Did y'all hear that? Having the confidence. All right? Of your good descent. All right, so the Bible speaks against interracial marriage, but the white man know that, so they'll put it on TV now. Just watch. Pay attention now more. You're going to see more TV shows or commercials with the white man holding hands with the black woman. Okay? They always got to control the black woman because the black woman controls who? Come on, say it.
The children.
The children, right. Okay. All right, so that's the agenda. I wanted to bring that out. Now, let's go back to Jawan's Kunjufu. Skip to the middle somewhere. All right, or maybe go up a few. Slide down through a slide. All right, just play it.
I mentioned earlier in our past workshop on the peer group. Let me share with you here this dichotomy where you have the mental over here and you have the physical over here. You see, a real problem is our boys have a difficult time finding a balance in the middle. I mentioned earlier homosexuality, and the figure is 1 of every 9 men in this country are homosexuals. It's going to increase. And the reason is because we've been so skilled to the physical, being macho, that when our boys want to be on the honor roll, they're labeled sissies. Want to be involved in the fine arts? Labeled sissies. Want to be open, honest, communicative? Labeled sissies. When you label something long enough, you begin to act that way. So you have the homosexuals over here, and you have the athletes, the machos, over here.
All right, stop.
Tremendous dichotomy.
Give me Leviticus 20 and 13. And I'm just freelancing now because I'm going out because I didn't intend to play this, but the man hitting so many points. This video should be played throughout all schools in America. But they overlooked this man. This is 1988, and this stuff is still going on. He said when you make the honor roll, you be labeled a sissy. But if you play football, you be labeled macho. If you can score 30-some points a game, you label macho. But if you make the honor roll,
if you score 30 on the ACT, then you on the other side.
Yeah, you're on the other side. This is why you got a lot of athletes is dumb because they are focusing on the physical instead of mental. All right?
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13.
This is going into homosexuality. This is one of the enemy's agenda is to keep the black man emasculated, remember, and the black woman, keep the black man effeminate and the black woman masculine. Come on.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
All right, let's go into homosexual acts. That's what God said. That's an abomination. What you booty bumping a carpet munching is abomination. You can't do that. All right? Come on.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely what?
Be put to death.
Be put to death. Come on.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood shall be upon them. Come on.
And if a man take a wife.
Hold on. That's it. Now yes, go sir. Back. Go back to the video.
Between these two, we have got to find some men that can teach black boys and Hispanic boys the balance between the physical.
Notice he said black and Hispanic. He ain't even in the truth. He does the statistics. He's a doctor. And he understands what's going on with the Hispanics and the blacks. We are being oppressed together, as the scriptures say we would. Come on.
There's simply too much pressure over here. It's hard to find the balance. And women can't teach this. Only a man can do this. We need more black men who can do both of these areas. Physically balanced and mentally balanced. And spiritual in the middle. Comments, questions about what is a man. We've been looking at male behavior. Any comments or questions?
All right, fast forward. That was a good section.
Explain to me, this is how much money you have in your account. But if you make a baby, all your money is going to take care of your child. Should it be any different? If I enjoy making it, shouldn't I also take care of it? So my oldest son was 15, taking our sons to church. The sons can stay home. It's optional to them, but not the daughters. In terms of playing outside, daughters in at a certain hour. The sons all night long. Double standards. Make the daughters stay, but not the sons. See, my point is, if black women, I'm coming right to you, if black women know what problems they have with their own black man, why don't they correct it with your son? See, if you know what the problems are with black men, your little son, that's somebody else's husband. All what you know needs to be done, put that into your son.
All right.
Right, why perpetuate? If you really
go back into, keep going back, like 15 minutes in. Yeah, start right there. Let me see what else.
business. David Rockefeller bats number 2.
I go back.
Batting third. What will be the first thing you see when you walk into a Cincinnati high school?
Right here. Go back.
Can you name me 5?
Fast forward just a little bit when he's first talking about sports. All right, right here.
Michael Jordan has said there were 1 million brothers that won his job last year in the NBA. Of this million, only 400,000 will even make it to play high school ball. Of this 400,000, only 4,000 will make it to play college ball. Of this 4,000, only 35 will go to the coveted NBA. Of this 35, only 7 start. And the average life in the NBA is 4 years. You got 1 million brothers looking for 7 full-time jobs that last 4 years.
All right, y'all stop it. That's all I'm going to get on that video. I'll let y'all let that sink in. And that's going on today. You got 400 children that's in high school, junior high, 400,000 children that's got dreams of going to the NBA, want Michael Jordan job. You know what I'm saying? Only 4,000 of them going to go to a Division I college. This was 1988. All right? And only 35 of them is going to make it through the NBA draft. Only 7 of them will start out of that 35, and out of that 7, they play in the NBA for 4 years and then they retire. So you got 4 million. You got 4 million people competing for a job that's only going to last them 4 years. Do y'all understand that's the enemy's agenda? To keep 4, you got 7 men fighting. You got 400,000 men, young boys with dreams of getting a job that's going to last them 4 years. Y'all understand that's their agenda. When we out teaching, we ask the young boys what you want to be. We asked one the other day, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, what he say? Who was in the projects. He want to go to the NBA. These are things that you men got to ask these kids and get it out and try to wash it out of their mind when you're teaching them. Ask them what they want to be. The majority of them going to say, just like I did when I was a kid, I want to go to the NBA or the NFL. That don't happen a lot. It don't happen a lot, okay?
Now, you heard the one brother, turn me up a little bit, he was talking about coding. How many of you guys know about coding in here? Like give me the younger generation, coding. That's something that we need to get in to learn the right programs. Coding, that's where the money's at.
Yep, coding. All right. So let's go back to the scriptures now. Give me Psalms 83 and 1. So y'all go back and look at them videos, especially Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu. He done this one in 1987. Some of y'all weren't even born, and these statistics that he's analyzing, it still makes sense today. And this is when black people don't pay him no mind. I need to rip. I think I did rip this video in case they try to take it down because what he's saying is true. Most black kids want to be one of them 400. When them 400,000, they want to go to the NBA or the NFL, and everybody don't get to make it. Everybody's not fortunate to make it. It just don't happen like that. If you do make it, way all praise to the Most High, but you got to have a backup. Like, hey, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer. You don't hear them say, I want to be a policeman or a fireman or the DA, or I want to be the prosecuting attorney. You don't hear them say that. They want to be rappers, and because that's what the enemy's agenda is pushing to them. You see what I'm saying? It's up to us to give them another sight. You know what I'm saying? To be that big brother or father figure to our young men. We all want the easy way out. We don't have it so hard that we want it easy. And it ain't no easy way out. No matter how much money you get in this white man's kingdom, there's no easy way out. Because it's Puff Daddy and them say the more money you get, the more problems you're going to see. More problems you got to deal with. All right? So let's read Psalms 83, the enemy's agenda.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
All right, the enemies make a tumult. Is a gathering, a tumultuous gathering of loud speaking. Okay, confusion. Come on.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And these people, they hate God, and they have lifted up their head in what? Pride. Okay, these are prideful people. Come on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And they take crafty counsel, trickery against the people of God. All right? Meaning they come up with ways of how to keep you at the bottom, to keep you confused. All right? This is what the Bible says. Come on.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
The hidden ones are who? The Israelites. All right? They have consulted, all right, against the hidden ones. All right, come on.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Yeah, they say, come, let us cut them off from being one people. Let's teach them every man for himself. Let's give him certain financial prompts and tell him he got to do it this way. Let's give him certain, over here, certain financial prompts and tell him he can make it this way. Let's give him college and education and college. Let's give him drugs and dope. And the people in the middle don't know which way. All right, some people going to take this way and some people going to take that way. Let's cut them off from being a nation. All right, come on.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
All right, so they didn't want us to be one people no more, that our names may be blotted out. All right, we no longer know that we was Israel. All right, come on.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
All right, they have come together. All these nations are against us with one consent, meaning they on one accord, all right, with our destruction. This is why when you go out into the world, leave out that door, and all the other nations own all the businesses in our community, all right, because they are together with one consent. And that's to keep us at the bottom and them in the middle and on top. All right, with one consent. Come on.
They are confederate against thee.
They're confederate, meaning they are together against us. Come on.
The tabernacles of Edom.
That's God's public enemy number one, the tabernacles of Edom. Who is Edom?
The white man.
Yeah, Esau. Right, come on.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites are who? The Arabs who own all the gas stations. See how these people are against us? You wonder, ask yourself, why don't we own the gas stations? You don't see no black-owned gas station. We can't sell gas. You're working there. You're sitting there working, selling cigarillos and, you know, with the 101 playing in the background, but we don't own it. Because they are all confederate. The white man let them come over here and open. There's no coincidence that no matter what city you go to in America, the Arabs own the gas station. Am I lying?
Yes, sir.
It's going to either be the white man or the Arabs. Why? Because they are confederate against God's chosen people. Come on.
Of Moab.
Moab are the Chinese. There's no conspiracy or there's no coincidence that you got more Chinese restaurants than you got black restaurants. You got more Chinese hair places than black hair places. Nail shops. Black women can do nails. They can do toes. You know, black men, black women, they can be masseuse. They can do massages. But they won't let us do these things as a whole, as a people. Because they destroyed us first. Even if Azar had a nail shop, he owned it. And you got Mr. Leon Woohoo got one. Black people are trained not to go to Azar's shop, but they're going to go to Leon Woohoo's shop because I guess, hell, they gonna make him the money available. Yeah. They're gonna give him the money to support him. Yeah, they're gonna give him the money to support him. But I'm talking about our people. Our mindsets is that Azar got fake eyelashes. I'm going to get the real. Azar, his shop is that, you know, he don't do my toes right. His water ain't right. Leon Woo Woo is. For real, that's how we do. If Azar open a convenience store in the hood, in the China, and say Arab open a convenience store, both of them selling ice. Negro mind is I'm gonna go shop with the Arab. I bib, like a bib. I'm gonna go shop with him because his ice is colder than Azar's ice. The food is ice. Both of them cold. But our mindset is that I don't want to shop with my own people because these people have taken crafty counsel against us. Because they, like he's saying, they'll support him to make his ice maybe be a quarter cheaper than Azar's. Come on.
Of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon.
All right, so Gabal and the Hagarenes, those are dark nations in Africa. They are Africans, Hamites nations. All right.
And Ammon and Amalek.
And Ammon is the Japanese, and Amalek are the so-called Jewish. All right.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
All right, the more Africans. All right, so let's go from there. Give me Micah 2 and 1.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
All right, so the enemy's agenda is always to keep us destroyed. All right, as we're reading in the Bible. And more black people, black men especially, are starting to see this. And, you know, who be on Clubhouse a lot? All praise to the Most High. Who we have to fight with against the most? The what? Because they are following the agenda of the devil, the slave master, the enemy's agenda. They don't understand it. They can't see it. And when we're trying to get them to see it, it's like it goes into another field of argument or non-understanding. They just can't see it, that they are playing right into their agenda. This is what they're doing. This is why you see more black women laying down with white men. This is why you see this more, because the white man has an agenda, and he's making her a pawn in his agenda, and that's to keep us down. But guess what? The fight already fixed. We're going to rise up whether he got the wicked black woman on his side or not. That's right. That's what people don't understand. You got the big mouth black woman that want to go against God and go against the black man. Guess what? She going to get destroyed by God with the white man. Her and her big mouth. It's sad that every time you on there, you know, a lot of times I'll just be on there listening now. But it's always the black woman we got to go against, you know what I'm saying? She damn near public enemy number one. It's sad. Am I lying? Anytime there's a big argument and a big misunderstanding, it's always the black woman coming up against us. And all we trying to do is tell her that, hey, she's God-chosen people. Keep your legs closed. Don't give him none unless he's talking about marrying you. What's wrong with that? Want to look like yourself? Stop trying to look like the white woman. What's wrong with that? It's a whole lot to her. We male chauvinists. Somebody made a room the other day, said the Bible is against black women or something like that. I said, Lord have mercy. These folk going crazy. These folk leave biblical smoke, and they be smoking for real. They gonna make their own room. They gonna make their own room expressing how hurt they are and how wrong the Bible is and how wrong we are. But, hey, it's all of the Most High. It's all of the Most High. But, yeah, give me Micah 2 and verse 1.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity.
All right, woe means destruction to them that devise sin. Okay, come on.
And work evil upon their beds.
They work evil. They sit there and think about evil things to do while they're laying on their beds at night. All right, this is what Esau does. This is what the Arabs do. They sit about and think about evil stuff all day on how to keep us lost, how to keep us confounded, and all this. Come on.
When the morning is light.
When the morning is light, when the sun come up in the morning.
They practice it.
They practice what they were sitting up there thinking about last night. All right?
Because it is in the power of their hand.
Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? Come on.
And they covet fields.
And they do what? They covet fields. That's how they got America. They coveted this land. All right? Come on.
And take them by violence.
And they took America by violence. Okay? They see something, they want it, they go take it by violence. Come on.
And houses. And take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
All right? So they oppress a man and his house. All right? And that's what they do. All right? So, y'all, I'm going to end class right there. Maybe I'll get to do a part 2 soon. But it's 15 till 5. We want to, I'm going to end it right there. But that's the enemy's agenda, is to keep us down. All right? To keep the black man effeminate and the black woman masculine. To keep the black man locked up, confused, confounded, not knowing which way to go. That's their agenda.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. Iuic has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. Iuic, we deliver the truth.